Are you afraid to shop online because of potential scams? Saddle up, because today we're taking a trip down memory lane to the early days of the internet. Remember the early days of the internet? It was a time of dial-up connections, noisy modems, and waiting forever for a single web page to load. But it was also a time of great excitement and endless possibilities. It was like the Wild West out there, no rules, no sheriffs, just a whole lot of tumbleweeds and the occasional snake oil salesman. Websites popped up overnight, and you never knew what you were going to find. You never knew if that online store was legit or if your credit card details were about to take a trip to Hackertown. Scams were rampant, and phishing emails were as common as dust in the desert wind. It was exciting, sure, but also pretty risky. Every click felt like a step into the unknown, and you had to be on your guard at all times. Buying something online felt like a gamble, and nobody wants to play roulette with their hard-earned cash. You had to weigh the risks and decide if it was worth the potential loss. But it wasn't all bad. The early internet was also a place of community and connection. Forums and chat rooms were like the saloons of the digital frontier, where people gathered to share stories, advice, and a few laughs. Social media was in its infancy, but it was already bringing people together in ways that had never been possible before. Friendships were formed, ideas were exchanged, and the world felt a little bit smaller. E-commerce was just starting to take off, and while it was a bit of a gamble, it also opened up a world of shopping possibilities. You could find unique items from around the globe, all from the comfort of your own home. Entrepreneurs saw the potential of this new frontier and started building businesses that would change the world. It was a time of innovation and creativity, where the only limit was your imagination. Thankfully, the government decided it was time to bring some law and order to the digital frontier. Regulations were put in place to protect consumers and businesses alike, making the internet a safer place for everyone. Today, the internet is a much more regulated and secure place. Online shopping is safer, and we have tools and technologies to protect our personal information. But let's not forget those early days, when the internet was a wild and untamed place, full of adventure and possibility. So here's to the digital cowboys and cowgirls who braved the wild west of the internet. You paved the way for the connected world we live in today. And while the internet may be a bit tamer now, the spirit of adventure and innovation lives on. Enter the Electronic Communications and Transactions Act, ECTA, the sheriff we didn't know we needed. This piece of legislation is like the unsung hero of the digital world, stepping in to bring order to the wild, wild web. This law, passed back in 2002, was South Africa's way of saying, "Hold your horses, internet outlaws." Before ECTA, the internet was a bit like the Wild West. Exciting, full of opportunities, but also rife with risks and lawlessness. It's time to play by the rules. ECTA laid down the groundwork for how electronic communications and transactions should be conducted, ensuring that businesses and individuals alike could operate in a secure and predictable environment. The ECTA was created to make the internet a safer and more trustworthy place for everyone. It covers a wide range of issues, from electronic signatures and data protection to cybercrime and consumer protection. This comprehensive approach means that whether you're shopping online, sending an email, or running a business, there's a framework in place to protect you. Think of it as the digital version of those "In God We Trust" signs you see everywhere. Except instead of God, it's the government. And instead of trust, it's legal protection. The ECTA is there to remind us that while the internet offers incredible freedom and opportunities, it also comes with responsibilities and the need for regulation. By setting these standards, ECTA helps to build trust in the digital economy. When people know that there are laws in place to protect their transactions and communications, they're more likely to engage in online activities. This, in turn, helps to drive innovation and economic growth. Moreover, ECTA isn't just about enforcement, it's also about education. The Act encourages awareness and understanding of digital rights and responsibilities. Various programs and workshops have been developed to help businesses and individuals understand how to comply with ECTA and why it's important. Government officials and legal experts often hold public seminars to discuss the implications of ECTA and how it affects everyday internet use. These efforts ensure that the public is well informed and can navigate the digital landscape with confidence. In essence, ECTA is about creating a balanced digital ecosystem where innovation can thrive, but not at the expense of security and trust. It's a reminder that while the internet is a powerful tool, it needs to be used responsibly and ethically. So the next time you log on, remember that ECTA is working behind the scenes to keep the digital world safe and sound. It's the digital sheriff, ensuring that everyone plays by the rules and that the internet remains a place of opportunity for all. So, what does ECTA actually do? You might be wondering why it's so important and how it impacts your daily online activities. Well, for starters, it gives you rights as an online shopper. This means that when you're browsing through your favorite online stores, you can shop with confidence knowing that ECTA is there to protect you. Remember that shady online store I mentioned earlier? The one that seemed too good to be true? ECTA ensures that you have the tools to identify and avoid such traps. Under ECTA, you have the right to know exactly who you're dealing with and what you're getting into before you click buy. This means detailed information about the seller, their contact details, and even reviews from other customers. No more hidden fees or surprise charges. ECTA mandates that all costs must be clearly displayed before you make a purchase, so you won't be caught off guard by unexpected expenses. ECTA also protects you from spam and unsolicited electronic communications. This means fewer annoying emails cluttering your inbox and more control over who can contact you. You know those annoying emails you get about miracle weight loss pills and Nigerian princes who want to share their fortune. ECTA has provisions to help reduce the number of these unwanted messages. Yeah, ECTA helps keep those in check. But that's not all. ECTA also ensures that your personal information is protected. When you shop online, you often have to provide sensitive information like your address and credit card details. ECTA requires that this information is securely handled and stored. Websites must have clear privacy policies that explain how your data will be used and give you the option to opt out of data sharing. Additionally, ECTA promotes the use of secure payment gateways, so you can be sure that your financial information is safe when making transactions online. And if something goes wrong with your purchase, ECTA provides guidelines for refunds and returns, ensuring that you can get your money back if the product doesn't meet your expectations. Customer service is also a key aspect of ECTA. It ensures that online sellers provide adequate support and assistance, so you can resolve any issues quickly and efficiently. In essence, ECTA is designed to create a safer, more transparent online shopping environment. It empowers you as a consumer, giving you the confidence to shop online without fear of being scammed or misled. So next time you shop online, remember that ECTA's got your back, ensuring a smooth and secure shopping experience every step of the way. But ECTA isn't just about online shopping. It also paved the way for e-government services in South Africa. Remember the days when you had to stand in line for hours just to renew your car license? Thanks to ECTA, those days are long gone. Well, mostly. Now you can do all sorts of government business online, from paying your taxes to registering a birth. It's like having a 24/7 government office right in your pocket. Section 5. Keeping the money safe, ECTA in finance. Speaking of pockets, let's talk about money. ECTA has been instrumental in regulating electronic payments and online banking in South Africa. Remember when online banking felt like a high-stakes game of digital Russian roulette? Well, thanks to ECTA, you can now transfer funds, pay bills, and manage your finances online with greater peace of mind. The law sets out clear rules for online financial transactions, protecting you from fraud and unauthorized access. Section 6. Online contracts. The new normal. Ever clicked, "I agree" without actually reading those endless terms and conditions online? Don't worry, we've all been there. But guess what? ECTA says those online contracts are just as legally binding as the paper ones you sign with a pen. So next time you're about to hit that "I agree" button, maybe take a minute or 10 to actually read what you're agreeing to. You never know what digital surprises might be lurking in those terms and conditions. Section 7. Don't get scammed. ECTA's protection. Now, even with ECTA in place, the internet can still be a dangerous place. Scammers and phishers are always finding new ways to trick people into giving up their personal information. But here's the good news. ECTA gives you some recourse if you do fall victim to online fraud. The law provides mechanisms for reporting cybercrimes and seeking redress. Section 8. ECTA across borders, a global player. Here's the thing about the internet, it doesn't stop at borders. And neither does ECTA. The law recognizes that e-commerce is a global game and provides a framework for international cooperation in fighting cybercrime and promoting online trust. So, even if you're buying something from a website based in another country, ECTA's got your back, or at least tries to. Section 9, the future of ECTA, keeping up with the times. The internet is constantly evolving, and ECTA needs to keep up. As new technologies emerge and new online threats arise, the law needs to adapt to stay relevant and effective. This means regular updates and amendments to address emerging issues like cryptocurrencies, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things. Think of it like updating your phone's operating system. You gotta keep things current to stay protected and make the most of the digital world. Section 10. Stay informed, stay safe, your ECTA journey. So, there you have it. ECTA, your guide to navigating the wild world of e-commerce. It's not exactly the most exciting topic, but it's essential knowledge for anyone who shops, banks, or even just breathes online these days. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and happy surfing. And remember, if you're ever unsure about something online, just ask yourself, what would ECTA do?